You know, there's been so much talk about your film, right? I mean, everyone's talking about it. But tell me that for someone who's having made biopics before this, what appealed to you about this? And as a filmmaker, can you separate your own ideology from what the film has to say?
I basically don't go into like whether it's a propaganda film or if you use what you're trying to say is so I don't go into that. When I choose a subject, I want it to stand out from the shelf. I like zero to hero. I like inspiring stories, and maybe biopics are meant to do that. And here's the biggest inspiration of all. You know, this is the first time in history of a living prime minister somebody is making a film. The timing and all is all separate. I don't deal with that. Okay, for me, I put my heart and soul in making a film, and which I believe in. Otherwise, I don't take it. Okay, and I'm a neutral person, not politically inclined. Yeah, I mean, so for me, I know that I want to do justice to the man. 60 years ago, somebody would have told me that this small chaiwala is going to be a prime minister in the future. I wouldn't believe it. So that's what I want to show people. And while I'm making the film, I'm in awe of like, oh God, all this happened and nobody knows about it. So I've not met him on purpose. I've been very neutral. Okay, I didn't want to get influenced. Everything is out there. Everyone knows about the story. Okay, but there are a few gaps that you don't know of. And Vivek Oberoi, you know, helped me because he knows him. And I do my research separately. You know, where did he stay? What did he eat? You know, घड़ी पहनते हैं तो उल्टा पहनते हैं, कैसे पहनते हैं, क्या angles करते हैं, हाथ कैसे करते हैं. Once I get the screenplay right, once I get the story right, I go into it, and I believe in it in such a way that I don't care about people saying whatever they want.
Right. No, but that was going to be my next question actually. So, what is the source material then for the film? So did he have inputs on the script? Did he?
No, nothing like that. It's basically a neutral film, and yes, we have been inspired by the books. I've read about it throughout, and anecdotes from everyone who's around him. Okay, and Vivek knows everything about him also. So while reading and while seeing and while joining the dots, I've learned on the job as such. Okay, and for me, if like there has to be a dip within a life so that you know you feel for the person, and then how a rise comes in, that attracts me, and that's how I've done a research on him. Like क्या हुआ ये gaps में, इतने साल में jump हुआ, 6 years nothing happened, how did he go, what did he survive, you know, what did he, so all that information is what my, you know, क्या बोलते हैं, कीड़ागिरी होता है जो जाके निकालना है, that is what I do.
And I want to go back to what you said earlier about the film being a propaganda film, and that's the perception that people have, like you rightly said. But is it also because, of course, the film is being released during the time of elections? But
Eid होता तो फिर अगर propaganda नहीं होता, Diwali में everybody releases in such a way that you want to benefit for the film. But yes, we were supposed to release on 12th, but finally, I mean, honestly, Kalank came in, and we'll get only 4 days. So, hello, box office also something. What my investors are, you know, putting money in. And there are producers who believe in the project, and we're doing it. So it so happened that it is releasing on this time. But for me, I really don't look into it.
Because it's a word that's being thrown around a lot, right? Propaganda.
So people, लोग हैं, लोग का काम है कहना कहेंगे. But for me, when the trailer released, yes, people liked it and not also. For me, it's criticism that well taken.
What was the idea behind casting Vivek for the film? Because when you were, were there other names in mind, or?
Not at all. In fact, it just fell into place. And you know, Sandeep, who's my partner, he came up with this idea, and he asked me, "You want to do this film?" And I said, "Okay, it's a huge responsibility, but yes, I'm always up to challenges." And it so happened that I was judging India's Best Dramebaz, where Vivek was there, Sonali, and Huma, and me. You know. So Sandeep at that particular time asked, "Ke kya lagta hai tere ko?" Sandeep said, "Ke would you want to do it?" Of course I want to do it, and just it fell into place because see, I have to change and mold a person, whoever the actor may be, okay, into that particular character. And Vivek is such a fantastic actor, you know. So, and he's completely dedicated, never seen an actor like that, full ghusa hua hai. Then when I stepped out of the vanity van and say, okay, if Vivek is the thing, I tried to, you know, Google, kaisa lagega, kya do put. He was being approached before also 4 years. I didn't know that. You know, the दोनों के picture से दोनों picture पहले किसने डाले हैं? मतलब somebody else also had thought about it. When he started doing the look and all, he just fit into the character completely.
Because when you're making a biopic, you are looking at the incidents of that person and their life, right? And some of the criticism has also been that maybe certain incidents have been avoided or certain incidents have not been depicted, say the 2002 thing or even Indira Gandhi's depiction. I saw a meme actually on Facebook that was quite funny. So, is this something you think about as a filmmaker?
No, see,
what is
60 years
how do you
of
approach
life,
it?
If 60 years of life, I'm telling you, put in 2 hours, bhai kya nikalu, kya dalu. It's like that, na? So when you make certain movies, you put in the highlights, and I put in all the highlights. There are all the highlights and all the lows and all the highs.
Right.
So I can't say, अरे ये क्यों नहीं डाला? भाई 2 घंटे की पिक्चर है, जो डाला है वो डाला है, and to join the dots, you jump years, okay? But there's everything that is in public domain that people know of, and we've shown it. So I've not avoided anything.
But did you feel the need to also delve into his personal life, maybe his marriage, and is that something we'll get to see in the film?
See, it's basically a person's journey, a life story, which you can't avoid. You have to show whatever there is. And if you've seen the trailer, we are an open book. We've shown everything.
So you're saying that's also going to be
Everything is there.
about the film. You know, you're again coming back to the fact that you made biopics, and why is it that in India biopics tend to not have, say, a complete picture, you know, of a personal life? Because in the West they do that a lot. I mean, it's a grey kind of perspective.
Biopic आता है, you're not going to make a biopic on a person who's like Hitler पर यहाँ जो कोई अगर villain हो तो उस पर बना लिया तो कोई जाएगा नहीं देखने के लिए. Is what I think of, because you know about this person. I'm not going to take my kids and all, to watch see this film. वो बड़े लोग देखेंगे, but that time also will come. Like there are stories to be told, they will tell.
Right. Thank you for talking to us, and all the very best for the film.